locked in, we're locked on. You don't know. You're locked into the raw group chat where we keep it straight. There's no bent angles around here. It's the only chat we're about to tell the truth, the whole truth, and somewhat something like the truth. You're joined by myself, K-Bad's original source man. You know how it goes. To the left of me, we got
Big Mikes, yeah. A.K.A. Mr. Lions, Mr. Live in the Flesh, Mr. Take Your Girl and all of them business. You know what I'm saying?
don't know. To the right of me, we got
JBZ, the romantic driller. You get me? Pum pum killer. Eating usi for dinner. When I'm riding in a dinger, in an Audi or Bimmer.
Yeah. Hey.
Jobs is gonna release a tune and that's what's gonna be on it. I'm gonna skank out
Probably bang as
100%. Don't know. But yes, we've got a special guest. I like how you man just leave me to do. I feel like I'm a host. Do you reckon?
No, but you run the intro, innit?
Yeah, you run the intro.
I swear.
The intro's your thing. The same way like I do the sponsor thing. Intro's your thing.
I was gonna get there. But yes, obviously you can hear a fourth voice today. We have got a guest. Like every week, we seem to have guests. It never stops. This is a very special guest. Even though the other guests were special, but this is a specialer guest. That's not even a word. But yeah, I'll let him introduce himself, and then obviously we can tell you why he's a bit more special than the others. But yes, my bro.
Yo, it's Amar. Yeah, man. Special guest because I've known you guys for a minute still.
That's what I'm saying. Long time.
Fashion designer, creative director, do a bit of photography, artwork, basically in the arts.
Don't know if you see
And part-time baller stuff.
you die. Let him know quickly.
Part-time
Power League and that.
This is the Indian Gokwan.
It's
the Indian
Getting
Gokwan.
onto me already. Alright, cool.
The
You know what's
Indian
mad though?
version. Go on.
Onto me already.
He's actually our first guest who's not black. Remember, we ain't had no guest on that's not black at all.
Because I'm racist.
Like, it's true though. Remember, like we said this. We said like we need to get more guests on that aren't black because we can't be going for the blacks all the time. So yeah,
It's
you're
a different
actually
background. Yeah. Shout out Amar though. Yeah, Amar. We've known Amar for very long. Me and Jabs went to school with Amar. So I think Jabs, he was you lot were in the same side of the year, innit?
Yeah.
The pagan side. We used to beef them and punch them
Well,
up.
it's just ops out here, you know. That's why we're sitting on this side of the table. And, yeah.
I like, man. Literally
'cause you
in
gotta
school,
separate,
them
yeah.
man's side of the year, I think it was X and Y. The man with the Y side,
yeah.
they used to beef my side, the X side, and we used to thump them man up.
So who did you have on your side that I would know?
On my side.
Hey, don't even
Nah,
worry
if I'm being real,
Oh, right.
I didn't get touched. But them man did have more of the fighters. But when it comes to sport, we had the ballers though.
We had ballers as well, though.
Who's having
Bro,
No, we had ballers. Tell me we didn't have ballers.
You only had one. You had Camille. That was it.
That's all we needed.
That's what they need.
Right, you had Camille.
And there's two here.
Oh, I like.
And there's two here. Alright, there's one here. 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 There's one here.
Listen, these are always try to buzz me about
Listen to
school
this. I want to hear this. Go on.
No.
But
We just
when I
spoke
know, you look at the stats,
Here we go. I'm
appearances, decoration
Decorated.
of our school careers.
Yeah.
This man can't chat to me.
Athlete.
This man can't chat to me.
Bro, Jabs went to cricket
Decorate.
matches.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what man that goes basketball,
Yeah.
cricket, football,
Decorated.
swimming?
Yeah.
You're just an athlete. You're not there. Yeah, he's there to intimidate because he had a six pack in year 7. Intimidation. That's what it was.
But Jabs, obviously, like you played in a lot of different sports, but would you the player where like if they're losing, they're like, yo, Jabs, we need you to come
No,
with the,
no,
you know,
it's not
we
like
need
that,
you
it's
to
not
turn up and do what you do, or is it just like a
Don't gas it. Don't gas it.
no, on the road, no, on the road.
It'll be Femi Max.
Honestly,
What you mean?
Obviously, one time it was like, we need you to do that, mark that guy. You get me? Mark him, put him off his game, and I'll do it.
Bro, you see like when the Germans wanted to come and invade other countries, there's one guy they said, he's the destroyer. If Jabs is in NFL, you know NFL, they got designated fighters.
One who's just gonna hit other man.
Big man.
So just fuck up their team, fuck up their team.
Yeah.
But yeah, Emma, talk us through like how you got into, because it's funny because I think it was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I think maybe 2 years ago when we went Manchester. We went Manchester, Jabs. And then Jabs shot at me. Was just talking about clothing.
Yeah, Birmingham.
And then Jabs, Birmingham. And then Jabs was like, yeah, boom.
Oh yeah, I remember that one as well.
I'ma consult that. I was like, why? He's like, bro, Emma's a fashion designer. Emma's I'm like, swear down. So yeah, talk us through that, how you got into that and what it's saying.
That started basically at uni, because at uni I did sports science. And like we said, we were just talking about football. Like, I liked being on the pitch. At uni, I was just sports science. It was just pushing numbers and stuff like that. And I realised quickly that I ain't really doing that shit. Like, that's not what really I ain't interested in that. I want to be either on the pitch or I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, alright, cool, I'm going to finish my degree, but at the same time, I'm going to try and learn something else that I'm already interested in. I was always into the arts. And then I think around second year uni, I started working for a streetwear brand. Ended up designing for them, just t-shirts, no experience. Then it just ran from there. learn how to use Photoshop, pattern cut, learn about different fabrics, teaching myself shit, and then just snowballed from there. Got my degree, and after that, that's been catching dust.
Degrees as well, they're a bit.
It just shows that you can apply yourself.
I was just, let me get that over and done. Mum and dad are happy, keep them, and then do my own thing.
It's true. Before we carry on with it, a lot of people do say that, like, I'm doing it for mum and dad, and just doing it. But as well, we can't deny, especially those of us that didn't live at home and we lived outside of uni. Yeah. The experience is second to none, bro. It's like a 3-year holiday.
Like, it was sick.
Yeah.
And the thing is, all the fashion stuff and the clothing stuff wouldn't have started if I didn't go to uni.
Yeah. And there's
a
lot
of connections I made.
Yeah.
And people I made, people I still chill with, like people in the industry.
You meet some good connections at uni.
Yeah, serious connections.
Even though I didn't finish uni, there's a lot of men that I met through uni. No,
did
he went for a bit.
I went uni for like a year and a bit, and then I stopped.
A year, bro. Was that 3 months, bro?
No, I went for
9. You man,
I think you went to the freshers' raves or something.
You went induction.
I think you went freshers' induction.
How can you man tell me?
I think freshers' week he was there, and then he
bust out. Yeah, freshers' week.
How can you man tell me? You want to bet?
And then the Christmas time was there.
Bro, you spent more time on my uni than you did at your own uni, bro.
Nah, bro. Obviously, I went to uni for a bit, and then obviously it wasn't for me, innit? So I left it.
It's not for everyone.
But a lot of the people that I met at uni in that year, I still chat to like a lot of them now. When I go out and I see some of them in Shoreditch, I still chat to them. You get me? They're good brothers, yeah, but like proper. Yeah, man, good connection still. So as much as I didn't finish it, yeah, man, you meet some good people still.
No, it's true. So with the fashion designer stuff, what is your goal? Like, what is it you wanna?
So even when I was at uni, the main thing, I was naive when I was at uni, so I didn't have no bring-ins. I didn't really know the game, so I was like, I can teach myself shit, and then someone's gonna employ me.
Yeah.
No one's employing me. I'm getting to like second stage interviews, and they're like, but you haven't studied it at uni. Like, you're teaching yourself this stuff.
Also, to stop you there, do you feel like background, skin color has a part to play in that? Because when I don't know, but when you just see it at face value,
facts.
It's not.
I'll tell you something that played a role in that later on, but. Going back to the point, so I'm thinking, all right, cool, I'm gonna get a job, someone's gonna employ me. Didn't happen yet. So my boy at uni was just like, no, start your own thing, start the brand. So that's where I started Shift Zero, which is my own clothing line.
Yeah, big.
So I started Shift Zero, and that was basically the aim. That still is the aim. I want to bust the brand. I want it to go to a contemporary place, a luxury space. Yeah. But at the same time, I still want to design for other brands because I want that kind of. It's like when you're playing ball. Like, you want to get certain trophies, but then at the same time you want to be like, I played for Barca, I played for United, I played for these teams, I did my bit, but I still won my trophies along the way, got my individual bits. It's like that.
Like Kane, yeah.
Like, I want to design for a certain brand, I want to design for this, I want to design...
like Harry Kane. Yeah.
No, anyway.
But man said he wants to go and play for clubs and win trophies at clubs.
Say individual.
Like Kane.
Individual.
2 seasons, Kane's off. Anyway.
Say individual.
He's coming United anyway. But anyway, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, that's what you want to do. So you want to have the brand at a certain place, but you want to also be able to touch other cultures, other spaces, and that's basically the game. That's basically the aim, really.
No, that's big. Like, almost like having your hands in lots of different pies, but in the same
industry.
Yes. Yeah. In the same oven, if that makes sense.
Basically, yeah.
No, that's big though. Like,
that's sick.
It's funny because, like, the way that fashion's changed. Because it's obviously like my nephew and my cousins here, but my nephew more so because he's obviously a bit younger. But the stuff that them man wear, like them man, he's like around 20. The stuff that them man wear, we was wearing at like 23, 24.
Yeah.
The stuff we was wearing at 20, 19, 18.
Them man won't even look twice.
You ain't even seen boot cuts. You man think you seen boot cuts. You ain't seen boot cuts before till you see now boot cuts.
It's access. Yeah. Like, you can see what you want to wear via your phone now. Like, back in them days when us man were like, it's like, I saw a brother down the street wearing like this wavy Averix jacket. I'm gonna cop a Averix jacket. Like, that was it.
Yeah. Bro, I used to wear Vans and boot cuts. And that was strong. The Vans and boot cuts, the boot cuts were scrape. You know the back of your jeans were doing the scrapers.
Yeah. You see the rip. And it starts to form over time.
That's when you know your jeans have been mad. When the boot cuts at the back is half and up. It's hanging off. You wonder when it's like it's coming. It looks like a tail. It looks like a tail on that.
What was it? Was it Eto jeans?
Yeah, the Eto.
Echo was the next thing.
No, the Eto jeans. Yeah, the ones he had. No, he had them like blue ink or something.
Yeah, blue ink. Yeah, blue ink. Blue was shot back then.
Up in exchange.
The man them that had bread was going to boys' base. I never had it. I'm just saying. Bread, it was going to boys' base, but there was a couple man. Boys' base used to have like the stuff back in the day and base, and those were like the lit shops.
Bruv, I didn't start dressing like swaggy or making effort till like sixth form. All before then, it was just like ball.
Yeah, before, yeah.
But to be fair, everyone thought they had a little bit of swag.
Yeah.
Like
If your laces match your top, you had swag.
yeah,
fam.
safe. And the Taliban scarf era.
Yeah.
You know I banged that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you man did.
I had
You
different
banged it.
snapbacks, different colour snapbacks, all of that, matching the laces.
And them days was a lot about like.
Hey, Kevin, I saw Kevin had the Air Forces that was see-through. Huh? Did you have the see-through Air
No, I
Forces?
didn't. I
I saw you had the see-through Air Forces.
No,
You could change the colours. You could change the sock colour. I saw you had it, Kevin.
I said I had light up crepes.
Like the socks are yellow and that. You can see the socks and that. Yeah.
I saw you had that, Kevin.
Bruv, that era was about how colourful you could dress.
Yeah.
He was all orange.
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 That
Like
didn't make,
straight.
that didn't
head
make
to
no
toe.
sense.
It's when he brought the
Obviously,
Mac out. You know
it
that
was
Mac
orange.
coat that was all orange?
That was a statement
That was a step
piece.
too far. That was a
That was a
step.
statement piece.
Man had
too far.
orange Air
Man, I've been an
Maxes,
influencer for a while, you know. I just didn't get my accolades, you know. No cap.
You said if there was internet back then, you would have blown.
Bruv, I would have blown, fam.
Man
You'd
had
have got
orange-
your free food in that.
Black brothers and clown. Man
man
said
had-
5 mils.
He's
Yeah,
taking
take
his
the piss.
Boy, innit?
Send him to the Fed.
He's reaching, fam. If you get one for free, I can't. Everyone else in the yard,
Two
you
max.
lot get your Uber Eats out because I've got mine. Yeah,
Two's calm.
yeah.
I think
but
two's
fine.
calm. I think when
Five.
people ask like, yeah,
Five.
look like two, you're on there.
boy,
But
man.
when you're saying 5, that's a boy thing, bro.
Nah, the funniest thing is that a man sent him. He said, "Go left, police station. You're going there." Told him.
Send him Fed.
You get me? Here's this belt. I was wearing it bare proudly. One time in the group chat, my man's like, we're just talking about fake garms and then someone's like, oh yeah, what about that belt that Jazz wears? I was like, that can't be fake because my man got it for me. My man said, oh. Me as well. I just said,
But you know what's even worse as well? The fact that prior to that, obviously, Jab's thinking the belt is real, innit? Obviously, we've gone out and that. And we're taking pictures. We're taking pictures at Amar, did you get it?
Yeah.
And I see Jab's doing like, you remember man's doing that one? You remember man's doing that one?
And his shirt tucked into the
Showing
belt and that.
and
Yeah.
like it's
Jabs.
sad, bruv. It's peak. And obviously, like when you find out, it's like,
That's where. But
All
you
up
see,
in the
you know,
pictures.
but you know who are the worst? You know who are the worst for fake stuff and giving it to their kids or family members? African aunties, bro.
oh yeah, 100%.
And they will go to wherever they're going,
Still
country,
to this
especially
day,
the Congolese.
to this day.
They'll bring you back some Gucci top that's got a tiger, it's got a dog on the back, bro. The thing is,
think-
tight.
You ain't even asked for it.
You didn't even ask for
You
it.
haven't even asked
And
for
the
it.
worst thing
You know,
is, because you
sometimes
see
might get a phone
Gucci,
call.
you don't even know how deep. Like, you go outside, man. Then what kind of
Christmas, my mum gave me boxers. I think it was like Calvin Killian. I don't know.
Killian.
To this day.
Yeah, no, trust me. Everyone has like, bruv. Even when I go to my mum's church, yeah, bruv, it's a joke, bruv. Like them not wearing Gucci. That it's not even G, it's C, bruv. You know, you see the Gucci, look into the print and it's a C.
Gucci.
I'm like, you're taking a piss,
Gucci.
bruv. Like it's mad. Trust me. And these are wearing it happily, like head to toe Gucci, and I'm thinking, it's a joke, thing, bruv.
Nah.
It's
They're
dead,
killing
bruv.
it.
It's
Just to
dead,
feel
man.
better. Just to
Yeah,
feel better.
man.
Do you know what I mean? Just to feel
Literally.
better.
But do you know what the funniest era for me for clothes was the Lylan Scott cardigan era.
Bruv, the polo era.
And the boat shoes.
It was Lylan Scott and
I thought
another one.
that
It was Lylan
was
Scott and
similar,
another
similar.
Lylan
Nah,
Scott
one of you man,
and
I've seen the
Ralph.
boat shoes. I've seen
Yeah.
the.
Lylan Scott and Ralph.
Yeah. I've seen.
Because you know why? You know why I had it though? Because man was getting into faces. You couldn't really get into faces about that. You know what I'm saying? If you were getting faces, bro, either having the hard choke point issues or you got the boat
If you
shoes.
was of any ethnic minority
Bro.
faces,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
needed
yeah.
some sort of
You
pass.
needed
You know what's
to.
crazy?
Pay for the
I've
local
been there-
football
I've been
team.
there
So it's
once.
like, you're with
we
them,
know
man.
him, yeah, we know him, yeah.
You know what's
Yeah,
mad?
it's
The first one in Faces, I think you came with us as well. You was there, innit? Your first
Yeah.
one in Faces, yeah. They asked us, they're like, oh yeah, we need your contact details to send you the membership. So when I've gone there, they ask you your name,
Risky, always risky.
I've given them everything. Yeah, they're like, yeah, you'll get in a couple days over. Till this day.
So you got it.
Till this day, I haven't got it, you know.
Check your dunk.
But nah,
Check your dunk now.
This is once.
bruv, I haven't got anything.
No, I
but
went a
they-
few times. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I had
Let
the
me
football
in.
team bring
No, they let me in a couple times, but they
That
keep
was
on saying, yeah, just like send us your address, whether we'll send it to your
Fuck
house.
faces, man.
I didn't get the.
You have to pay us if you want us to come.
Oh yeah, I've been faces a couple of times. You know when the first ever time I went in there, I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be heaven. I went in there.
Yeah, it was dead.
Swear, man, waited all this time for this.
This time,
Nah.
Legendary.
the way they hacked it, yeah.
Literally, yeah. You get to tell people that, yeah, man's been in there. It's just like working there. You get me? Like I know a couple bartenders.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's
really
talk about
know.
the rooms, yeah. The main room and the R&B room, yeah.
Literally, fam.
The thing is, like, them times when we was like when we start going Faces and that, Like we used to hear like bare people, like bare the young ballers used to go there on a Saturday or on a Thursday. Do you get me on a Saturday or Sunday they'll go there. Do you get me? So I'm thinking, like if we go there on a day, might see some people there. I've gone there. I ain't seen fuck all, bro. I've seen bare man from school and shit, bro.
Carl Walker.
Oh, you seen all them?
Yeah, see, I didn't see none of them.
Danny Rose was like that small.
I saw girls from school and I'm thinking, I could have seen you lot for free in the playground. I could have seen could have turned the light off in drama or something. I could have seen you, man. I'm saying, you know the drama studio. I could have turned the light off in drama.
Yo, man.
Is that you got school? Is that you in the drama studio? Yeah.
The drama studio had the lights. You could turn the
spotlight on.
Turn to a disco.
Turn it to a rave if you want. Like what? Come on.
Is that your on, yeah? Is that your on? Say no more.
No, I went there to learn. I was just going to learn, but no, school was a good time, though, man. And our school was so sick because we had a swimming pool inside the school, fam.
Yeah,
I thought it was normal.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
Bro, everyone else was going to Fulwell.
Yeah, we know.
No one else did.
My school like massive though. That's the only thing.
Your school was
had
very
bare
big.
field and that.
No, but not even just the field. The school itself is massive though, bro. But yeah, no, we was ops 100%.
He was ops. My cousins went to your school, innit?
Yeah, we was ops, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Even remember, I had beef with the man from your school as well.
When they punch you up in it.
I saw the boys from my school.
Yeah, we have to tell them. I Seko, that's our guy. Yeah, that's our guy.
I remember my man come to me last time like, "Hey, your brother is my killer. I don't like him." And I was like, "Don't worry, that's my guy. Don't worry about it." He's like, "Don't worry."
Well, clearly, them not fucking saying to us, my guy, fucking do anything, did it? You fucking dickhead. You got no for it. You got no for it. Who the fucking you, bro?
Let's not lie. Jams was a terrorist in school.
But hold on, but listen to what you just said.
Jams was a terrorist in school.
You said
slightly.
Them knowing that I'm your guy, they shouldn't have done nothing. But somehow,
But I didn't know
they
before.
still caught me slipping, and I still got rushed. So why not?
That was before then.
you
checked them because you could have got rushed again. But I made sure it didn't happen.
But it
You
didn't
got
happen
rushed
though.
before?
Huh?
You got rushed?
Have you man been rushed?
Pretty much twice. So.
I got banged in the face in school once.
I've been hit in the face at school.
They said they was good. This I think was in year 8 or year 9,
I know
and the youth was a year above. I was in year 9. He was in year 10. I think these times we was cool, but us man weren't even cool because you know it was around year 9 times later. You know, bruv, he banged me like we was scuffling and he banged me, and I was thinking what? And then I remember I was proper close with Finch. I don't want to say his first name. That was my guy, and he, you know, he was a madman.
He was a terrorist.
He was a terrorist.
So when he saw,
he had the real
don't touch
ADHD.
Kevin. He come. But when I mean I've never seen a man go smash. He smashed him up. It was blood. He smashed him up. And then the youth said to man, every day after school, mate, I'm gonna be hustling. I'll be honest, I'm not gonna lie, but I got detention on purpose. For about 2 weeks, I had detention on purpose.
Nah, you man know who I had it. I'm not gonna say his name, yeah. So imagine, I'm in PE. But you know PE where you're in the classroom PE, like theory.
Yeah.
Somalian brother, you know who I'm talking about straight away. You know who I'm talking about straight away.
Yeah. I know.
I'm sitting next to Jabs as well. Yeah. Imagine. Me and him are going at it, but he's sitting behind me. We're just cussing each other. All I hear is silence.
Your side or my side?
He might be your side still.
Is this the one I know, yeah? Is this the one I know on?
I think so.
You probably know him, but
Yeah.
All I heard is silence. We've stopped cussing each other. I heard silence. I've heard him get up. He's just banged me in the back of the head from behind. I ain't even seen it. I'm looking forward. My head's just moved sideways. I'm like, Bell's gone. Gone out to play football for lunch. Me and him just had it out. Had it out.
It's so funny
it was
because
just scrap for scrap. We were like,
in school, we didn't really fight too tough because you know we were like the guys. So it's like, even if you argue with man, he's never gonna get that fucking. What are we talking about? There was only one. There was one Donny in my. I think in my side, Paul.
Yeah, he was stiff.
He was Ghanaian, but he was British Ghanaian. He was like Cass, you know, Cass Pennant from ICF.
He was built like that.
Yeah. I remember one time he said to me, "It's golden, Kev." I was speaking in tree, fam. I said, nah. Paul, I'm not really trying to do that one again, Paul, man. Nah, yeah, Paul used to bang out still. Shout out Paul, man.
I didn't see with me in my school in my year. I never really get into beef with the man of my year because obviously we was all good and that. It's only the older ones. The older ones
had things with the older ones at lunchtime or something like that.
Older people used to hate me.
But the thing is though, you see me, I'm not gonna lie, see me, like as much as I was calm and chilled, I used to give it to the older ones. You know what? I'm thinking, you man touch me. Yeah. I'm making one phone call and you man are
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You had
Fabs pulling up. But I never used my older brother card because I'll be honest, My brother was somewhere in Canning Town. He weren't coming. Then my other brother was in Forest Gate. He weren't coming, fam. The man, by the time the man get there, everyone's gone home. So what's the point?
But that's what I had man local.
Yeah, I was the older brother.
My brother. Then I had my cousins as well.
Oh yeah. Your family was a bad. You got families like the mafia in the ends. Yeah,
PRU and that. They never used to go to school. They just finished at like 12, right? Just pull up at the gate.
That's basically how you do that.
Better SCNUs.
Better ADHD just outside board. Me and the chicken and fish show.
Best statement, niggas.
Like, but one time, I remember I was in like
family, the ends.
Yeah, forget that.
I was in like
Chokehold.
I was in like I think I was in year 8 or year 9. I got into an argument with some sixth former, yeah, and he tried to come on this hype thing, and I was like, alright, cool. Is that what you gonna do? But I remember I was with remember Jamie? Yeah, he was like, nah, let's do him in it. I was like, bro, we can do him now, but if not, after school, it's on in it, yeah. He was like, but obviously, you know, Jamie was on thing as anyone. He was on anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just like, now. I was like, bro, let's do it. But the guy went on it. So I left. I was like, cool. Send them more. The guy said after school, I'm gonna chat to you. I send them more. We'll link up then. Made a phone call. Damn. My brother couldn't come, so I called my cousin coming in. Yeah.
God.
Obviously,
all of them,
see the B&G.
All of
podcast,
them, yeah. All of them. Everybody.
So, no, only one.
Big ears and gap teeth. All of them. All of them.
Big ears and gap teeth.
Quickest family in the ends. Chokehold.
Go on.
So they've come now.
B&G.
But he coming bare early, innit? So as he come early before school finished, someone gave the sixth form the lowdown that my cousin's outside. So he's like, yeah, alright, cool, I'm not coming outside. So he told the teachers, oh, like that boy, he got his cousins to come down. But I got bare in trouble. They fucking gave me detention. I nearly got excluded and shit.
Yeah, but you're bruv, even, do you know how bad it is? We've been friends with Quickie for so long. I think it's only in the last like 4 years when you moved yard on that and your brother moved that we started being not afraid of your brother. Bruv, when we used to come to your yard, your brother used to let me play fighting with you. I used to think, fam, don't accidentally fall on me. Because if I accidentally push you off, I'm done, fam. Bruv, his brother's so aggressive, fam, for no
sticky
reason.
situations, bro. They're like, your Quicksilver's boy, aren't you? I'm like, yeah.
Fam, you just have to say it, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm friends with his cousin.
Yeah.
His cousin.
Yeah.
Family, chokehold.
Save you, fam. Save
Thank you.
I'm his cousin. I'm
not gonna lie, it has saved me in some situations. Not even situations where I've said to them, like but it's just one of those ones because I look like my brother.
Yeah.
Because associates, they're like, oh, you're this brother, and I'm like, yeah. You're this cousin. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, alright, cool. Send them on. You get like
1-2 connections and it's
I'm not gonna lie. There's one time I'll never forget. Jabs will remember this one, yeah. Proper when obviously like some of the men from Ends decided to go Ilford and obviously do something. No one's there. Like long story short, gone there now.
Well, you remember drillers?
Yeah, we was on the drilling thing. Yeah,
part time.
And obviously one of the oldest from there was trying to tell us man, like no one's doing that, and you're all getting smacked up, like that. So he's told everyone like one by one, you're not gonna do nothing because you're pussy. You. And obviously he's come to me, but I didn't know my man well like that. I just knew of him or whatever. He's like, oh, your man was already. You're good. I was like,
He's got a 5-day pass, fam.
He was like, you, my youngers are coming. This is literally how he was saying it. Funny. You, my youngers coming to shank you now. You're a pussy. You're not doing nothing.
Yeah, it's mad.
You stay there. He gets to Michael. Oh, your man was
fam.
And the thing is, I didn't say nothing. So obviously when he's done that, I'm like, I can't even do it. It's not even like I've asked for it. It just happened naturally. You get me? So I'm like,
myth.
I've got to just take it. And I was like, whatever, innit?
Bruv, you see them days, even one of them man there now, yeah? I don't know if he's washed now, but I think he's a bit washed. If we tried it, I'll smack him up. But now what? I'm joking. I remember I was in year 7, year 8. Remember when we wasn't allowed out of school, but the gates used to open. Sometimes we used to go at lunchtime.
Just little, yeah.
Bro, we was on the bus, yeah? I'll tell you who I was with after, because when I tell you after, you man gonna be like, oh, it makes sense. Anyway, cool, I was on the bus.
Hey, describe him.
No,
go on, just a little clue, little one. No, I want to clock it now.
Listen to the pod, I'm not gonna do it. So I was on the back of the bus with them, man, yeah? I remember I was sitting in the top left. I will never forget this day. Top left.
Which bus?
169.
Top
left.
Ilford to Barking.
Another man was sitting in the middle, another man was sitting on the right, and then a man was sitting just in front of the back seats here, yeah? Cool. Then just after the last stop, Donny gets on, yeah? But obviously no one clocked because he went and sat right at the front. You just see a black dude sitting right at the front. Yeah. No one thought anything of it. Cool. By the next, bro, he sat right at the front. By the next stop, by the next stop, yeah, obviously we're talking. Somehow, like that, he's in the seat in front of me. Yeah? So I'm thinking, huh? Then before we get to Barkingside, yeah. So we're like at the top of the hill. Once you see that once now when it goes up the hill slightly
Yeah.
before it gets to full walk.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then the man says, "Hey, you man." So we're like, "Well, gone." He's like, "Everybody, he opened his bag. Everyone put your phone inside the bag quickly." I'm thinking, obviously, none of them times you're bad. You're thinking
you're like, man.
I'm like, I'm looking at each other like, whatever, cool. He's like, "What? You might want to hear about murder in Barkingside?" Huh? Do you want to hear about what? So one of the youths switched off his phone, took out his SIM, gave the phone. Says, "Oh, no one else has got nothing." So obviously I'm just putting my head down. These times I had the MP3 and I can hear the MP3 playing. I'm thinking, fuck.
What did you have like wide headphones on?
No. The thing was, you know when you put it through the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it. It's dangling there.
Arms, bro.
No, I can't remember.
You got me.
Of a smell.
Alright, we're talking Quay.
So, you fat prick? Well, you got that. So I'm like, no.
I'm gonna call you. Man went from light skin to brown.
What were you?
Oh, yeah, 7 year 8, one of them.
Yeah, it's Quay.
I was like, oh, no. I was like, no, I ain't really got that. Man to the right of me said, he's lying, bro. He's got a 6210 and it's cream and blue. I said, because I had the face off 6210 one he could take. Huh? After that day, I knew friends are not real. Nobody likes you. Bruv, I gave him the phone that day.
I need to know who this is.
They said to the man, light skin you, hey, take your book out your bag. I want to see your name. So he said his name. He's like, that's your name, yeah? I'm not going to say the name. That's your name, yeah? Cool, I'm going to remember you forever. Bro, we got off at Barkingside just before McDonald's, yeah? Brother, we were just there. Like, we were late to school. But as for that...
It was in the morning.
No! It was at lunchtime. We were late to come back. And the worst thing is, we weren't even allowed... Yeah, 78s weren't allowed out. We sneaked out. So, you're going to get in trouble because they're going to phone your parents, say you're not at school when they do the register.
I got pissed anyway.
Bruv, so when I got yard, bruv, I rang my mum. I was crying on the phone. Mum said, what's the matter? I said, they stole my phone. Huh? You let somebody steal the phone that I bought? Bruv. And then the school rang me. Oh, it was double, fam. It was double, fam. My mum was dropping me to school for like a month, fam. Bruv, yeah. Man said, do you want to hear about murder in Barkingside?
Who's the youth? Do you know who?
Yeah, I'll tell you, man who he is. I know exactly who he is. Because his cousin's my boy. His cousin's my boy.
I know you're talking about.
So when I told his cousin after, he's like, I'm going to get a phone back for you.
I know
shit.
you're
You know exactly what he's talking about.
I know you're talking
His
about.
cousins are boys.
I need a clue, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
Yeah, but yeah, I was just like, wow.
Let's talk about Amity. We got Amity.
Yeah.
Hold on, going back to that quickly. Just let me. Do you know why? Because I had a situation with that guy as well.
Oh,
I had a problem with
this guy's a serial cunt.
Do you want to hear about murder?
No, but you know what's mad though? He's changed though.
Yeah, he better.
He's a good youth now. Like when I
catch him in church, man.
Bro, I see him now. Change.
repenting.
Like,
I'm sorry
good.
about
Like
what
when I
he's-
mean like he's proper changed. Like man, I see man proper like
I hate that
different.
shit.
You know what
He
I'm
didn't
saying?
deserve to do people like that. Now you want to change, fam.
Reckon he still got my phone.
In his bed, underneath
Bro.
his bed, cuz.
Yeah.
Changed.
Memorabilia.
Yeah,
That's mad though. Everyone's got a little story like,
Yeah.
along certain lines, but
Too many.
yeah, man. But fashion. Talk us to like
So
what's-
like, obviously,
what's coming
you
next?
said
Hit me.
fashion director. You've worked for
Creative
other
director.
pieces. You've made other pieces. What like some of the names that you've helped design pieces or worked for and stuff like that?
So at the moment, I'm working for, as well as doing shift, I'm doing Plus One radio
Or
stuff.
in the past that you've worked for.
Oh, in terms of like brands I
Yeah,
work for
just
the past
fling
and
out
stuff.
names, man.
McQueen,
Fuck.
Neil Barrett,
Jeez.
Rag and Bone,
Uptown and some Neil Barrett.
Hugo Boss.
You know, when you mean you worked for them, like how do you mean?
Cold
How do you
War.
work for
Well, like
them?
collab.
what have you done?
No, for them.
Okay,
So
cool.
like a Cold War was my most recent one. So I did the last fashion week for them. So I was in Paris for a month. So I was helping with fashion week.
Sorry
stuff.
guys for that interruption.
Yeah,
Michael's
yeah.
spilling up the drink in the place.
He's drunk.
He's already
again.
burst.
Yeah, no, yeah, but go ahead, Amar, yeah.
So I was out in Paris for a month working fashion week for a Cold War. So like doing their fashion show stuff, doing their
You
wholesale
said McQueen. What
orders.
did you do for them?
Oh, McQueen was actually the first job that I got out of uni.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so
Like working for them.
yeah, so it was part retail and then in store I was doing all the tailoring.
Okay.
So
I don't know
that's
what that is. Tailoring. What's
so
that?
anything that needs to be adjusted in store for like a customer.
I say no, man, don't go to dry clean.
Oh, tailoring. Oh,
I
like,
know the man that still wear boot cuts.
The man things all sagging.
what I'm saying is, me and my tailor, we got a good. Me and the dry cleaner guy, we got a good relationship.
Clearly not fucking hell, bro.
Clearly,
When he said tailor, I was like,
Clearly not, fam.
I said clearly
I
no.
said, what's Taylor?
I don't mind.
Who's Taylor? He said, who's Taylor?
is that Taylor who?
Where's Taylor?
Yeah, that
where is
one
she?
was just lucky because imagine I was just giving out CVs after uni I was just in Mayfair, that area, and then my cousin come back me, and then he's like, what happened today? I was like, bro, I've gone into all these shops, no one wants to give me a job. I've told them I've got tailoring experience, cool, all of this shit, yeah. He's like, cool, fuck it, let's just bun a zoot, yeah. Bro, we're in the middle of Mayfair, we're giving no fucks, we're burning this zoot, yeah. I've got one more CV and I've walked past McQueen. I'm like, fuck it, let me just go into McQueen, yeah. Bro, they've called me when I'm on the train back. They're like, come in for an interview 2 days. I'm like, alright, cool. Gone into the interview, my manager's just like, so what, you're self-taught in like all of these things? I'm like, yeah. He's like, show me.
Just did it.
Bang.
That's sick.
I wish a football manager asked me to do that back then. I'd have pinged the ball 60 yards. 60 yards.
9 times out of 10.
I'm getting bare eyes on that, but they know.
No,
I set them up. I set them up on the Sunday. Yeah, don't worry about them. But go on.
I'm sure you... Anyway, yeah.
Go.
But like 9 times out of 10, that's not happening. At the time when I've dropped my CV and I haven't even seen the manager. When I've met the manager, he's African French. And I'm like, yes, cool. Ethnic brother. Yes, I'm in. Yes.
So
like,
what you said? You said African French. Obviously, you're Asian. You said ethnic. So do you see yourself? Obviously, you're Asian, as being like a minority in England.
Alright, let me segue quickly. Yeah.
What the fuck is he talking about?
That was wild, yeah, but let me segue quickly.
You know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to lead the conversation.
Desmond Tutu over it. What's he talking about?
You went bare political. But I'll segue.
Obviously, I'm trying to change the conversation.
Like fucking bim. Like fucking bim. Like fucking dickhead.
I'll segue quickly.
Obviously, I'm just trying to like...
You see yourself in that light.
You know what? Because I know where I want the conversation to go. I know what question I want to ask. So I just wanted to...
Oh, you're diverting. Angle it.
I'll segue for a second, yeah. So going back to what we spoke about earlier. So when I was at uni and decided that I wanted to do fashion, my holidays that I had booked in my summer, I cancelled all of them. I was like, cool, I'm going to use that piece and like do a few fashion courses, just get them under the belt. Yeah. So imagine my first fashion course I ever did, it was like a 2-month one. It was in Canning Town. I'm like, yeah, cool. It's east, it's ends. Like, just local. Down the road, cool, local. Imagine when I first turned up, they thought I was there to pick somebody up.
Oh, because they thought you chaperone.
Oh. No. As in, they thought I was there to pick up a child that was there from an earlier class.
They thought he was a parent, like... And I was just like... No way you could have been, yeah.
I've gone in full tracksuit. I'm in East. Like, I haven't left ends. Like, why am I dressing any different? I've gone in full tracksuit. I've got my backpack. They're like, oh, who are you here to pick up? I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm here for the class that starts in half an hour. They're like, oh. They're like... What's your
3-piece suit?
Yeah, they're like, what's your background in design and fashion? I was like, I've got zero background. I'm here to figure out where the fuck I want to go in the... They're like, alright, cool. Within 3 weeks now, my tutor in that course sat me down separately. She was like, oh, look around the room. I was like, yeah. She goes, what'd you see? I was like, I'm seeing people work. She goes, no one in this room is where you're from. Like, not a single person in this room. And that is going to follow you everywhere you go in fashion. She said it there and then. She goes, every room you go to, they're going to be like, oh, that's just an East boy who just wants to do quick this, and this. Yeah. And she's absolutely right. Because even when I was at uni and tried to get help from people who was at my uni, like tutors who were doing fashion and teaching fashion, they refused to help me.
Because you're Asian.
Because they just thought I was just any boy who just wanted to do a t-shirt brand and just get like a quick...
They just think you're here for the business.
They stereotyped you basically.
Because Asian people want the business, innit?
They stereotyped me straight away. They were like, oh, look at him, he's just turned up in tracksuit, he's not really serious. I'm emailing these man, sending them proposals, they're ignoring my emails. Then I've put posters up around the uni, and then they've rang me 2 days. Bro, they put... Because I'm asking students to help now. I'm asking students, I'm like, yo, who wants to be involved? Like, help me, innit? This is my idea. They've called me 2 days later. They're like, we're taking all your posters down. You can either come and collect them in an hour or we're putting them all in the bin. Cool, you man. And then the funny thing about that, like a month later, I went to a H&M Margiela event in London and the same tutors were there.
Pussies.
The exact same tutors
I need to get one of our teachers.
They were like, what are you doing here? I was like, I got an invite. They're like, how? I'm like, it's none of your business. Like, I'm here in London at the event.
See, kind of what you said, it's mad that I was having this conversation with Pambino the other day about obviously like business, and obviously because when I linked up with him the other day, and obviously he was dressed in like trousers, smart trousers, and a shirt and that. And I was like, bro, like, right, like we're just linking up to catch up. Like, why are you wearing? And he's like, oh no, because obviously like I believe that you should always present yourself how you want to be seen 100%. By people. And I said, I fully get that, but I feel like... And I said,
at the same time,
and I feel understandable. I said, that's what I'm saying. At the same time, if you know you're fucking good at your job, you don't need to do the whole trousers and shirt and red-tete. Because I know bare man
Jeff Bezos.
Bruv, forget him. Just man them that we know in NZ.
He loves him, innit?
Who owns
just every
businesses.
time.
But if you go there in a tracksuit, but you know your shit, they're not looking at you differently to a man who's wearing a 3-piece suit that don't know fuck all. Do you get it, bruv? All of that.
But every fashion room I've been in, they look at me differently like that. Even when I'm working at McQueen, Neil Barrett, anything. Like,
you said Neil
especially
Barrett.
when you start like pushing questions like, oh yo, let me design. Oh, let me do this instead of just like tailoring background. Yeah. He was quite active in terms of coming over.
So you saw
happening. Him? Yeah, so saw him, spoke
so
to him.
So these people, you actually see them?
No, not usually. Like when I worked for a cold wall in Paris, because it's fashion week, obviously you see the designer. And obviously you do the wholesale rooms as well, and the showrooms when you're selling all these garments to Selfridges, like Jerry Lorenzo, all of these.
And the actual designers are there.
Most of the time they turn up.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because obviously fashion week,
you forget that you just see it as a name. Like Calvin Klein is a real person.
McQueen was mad. When I worked in the McQueen store in Dover Street, the lift used to have 2 secret floors, and you used to have a special key to get into those floors. When you go into those floors, it's where you take private meetings and you fit people. Also on display is all Alexander McQueen's actual work. There's like an ostrich dress which is worth like 20-30 grand minimum.
Sounds like Hogwarts, huh?
Bro, there's like dresses made out of just madness that are worth like $500,000 because they're like archive museum pieces, and you're just there right next to it. You're like,
but that's like a one-piece thing, though, and it's not like a thing.
One away, innit?
One away.
I used to have a couple one aways still.
Wembley double.
Wembley dubs. You can't get them Air Forces again. Them ones.
I see them Air Forces.
And obviously, them times I'm fresh out of uni. Yeah, I'm calling everyone. I'm like, yo, come see me at work. I'm like, come see me at work, yeah? I've got the key. Like, we'll go up to the room,
I bust you, man.
Pop a little champagne, yeah, cool. Chat.
Obviously, so obviously, you're into fashion. Obviously, there must be models there. Is models your type, or is that something that...
This guy was, that's what he was angling it.
No,
you see like when you say to a joint, you see like when you say to a joint, oh, let's go cinema. We didn't after, we'll see. I'll drive you, I'll drop you home, we'll see. You knew.
Reverse into the alley. Mr. Lines.
Mr. Lines.
Reverse into
backwards.
the alley.
Go backwards tonight.
No, honestly, what I wanted to talk about before, honestly, no cap, when I was trying to get into the diversity thing, I was trying to talk about, obviously, I'm seeing a lot of people talk about Indian farmers.
Oh, what the protests?
Yeah, and obviously right I don't know fully what's happening. Obviously, I post it sometimes because obviously man's part, like a lot of my brothers are Asian and that, so I'm just supporting, but I don't actually know exactly what is happening.
But before you talking it, I don't believe in just posting something unless you've done a research because. If I like, you could post something and then read it after and be like, oh shit, what them man are on? I don't actually believe what them man are on. 100%. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think obviously just for people listening, do your research, innit? Like do your research. Same way with like, a lot of people saying, oh, the vaccine, don't take the vaccine. You ain't done your research. You don't know why.
Talking about today in our DMs, we got in trouble. We got in trouble in the DMs today.
Why?
Obviously,
man said
GFM.
Man said we.
Look at we
He said it's GFM's fault, innit?
Obviously, GFM posted something about transgender, saying that. Obviously, if you ask a baby, a baby has 5. You can't tell a baby, or you want to smoke. The baby's, you're gonna say no. You're too young.
I saw that.
If you want to drink, you're gonna tell the baby no. So how can the 5-year-old now turn around and say, I don't want a dick anymore? You get me? That's what they were saying. That basically people are like children are too young
to say that they're a girl or they're a boy. But obviously, someone came in our DMs. Obviously, no, actually, it was a man from last week. Shout out Amar. She came and she was like, "Yo, you lot are dumb because you can't even change thingy till you're 80. You can't even change your genitalia till you're 80."
It was GFM's fault.
No, and then one of the man, they don't read, man. They just post straight away. Posted it, and I had to go and say, "Listen, I will apologize. It weren't me, but it was someone in it."
But I heard what they said.
I said it wasn't me, but what? So you must just fucking said it was, bro.
Nah,
it was me. I said it. It was me.
Jabalino.
I reposted it by GFM.
I'm not
I know it's crap.
I'm not a snake.
One of them, man.
Trust me, I'm not a snake. But yeah, talk us with like the farmers.
Alright, so the situation in India right now with the farmers is so the current government are trying to change the laws of the basically farming laws where they basically monetize the whole thing. Originally, the farming situation in India is where the local farmers have their rates and they run their business. Right. The government are basically it's like here where they're trying to privatize the NHS. The government are basically trying to privatize farming. They're privatizing it in a way where the cut and the money that the farmers are going to get back is piss to nothing. And then the only other option they're giving them is to, all right, abide by a certain law where, all right, cool, you can keep your land, we're not going to buy it, but we're still going to take a majority cut. And they're basically not having it. The government right now in India, like, to keep it light...
The police.
Is
it more the police that's doing the dirty work?
No, it is the government. The guy's in bed with...
So who are they sending out,
He was in bed with Trump. Like, he's boys with Trump. The fact that no one's taking it as seriously as they should is because it's not America. But he's the same guy who's multiple pictures with Trump. When Trump was in charge, on the plane with him, on the boat with him, you know, these men are boys. And it's the same mentality. He's basically trying to... It's almost using religion as well to try and be like, yo, I want everything to be a certain way. And the rest of you guys can either do one or take pennies. And
so something not similar, but something along those lines happening in Ghana right now. So Ghana, obviously, it's Independence Day in like a week or so. Like Ghana, they're trying to like introduce. They've got like a LGBTQ community in it, and obviously we know how a lot of African countries are. They don't believe in that, and they just think it's blasphemy. Obviously, when they're like really religious or whatever, Muslim, Christian, whatever they may be, but in their religion, it's forbidden, innit?
Yeah.
So I know, like, just off the top of my head, I might be wrong. So if I'm wrong, forgive me. But I know there was like a LGBTQ church that was opened, innit, in Ghana. And then people just went there, massacred bare people, like just killed off bare people. So in my world, in my eyes, obviously everyone's got their own beliefs of what they think is right and what they think is wrong. Of course, I'm not going to voice my opinion on that now, but killing someone, there's no right or wrong. It's wrong. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even if it's revenge killing, it's still wrong because you shouldn't kill anyone.
No. People are dying at these protests, like the protests that they're having in India. The police are killing people, like on site, like they're battering them to.
If someone massacred someone, that person should die.
Someone dead in the middle of the street.
100%.
Which is mad.
So and the worst thing is like the Ghana president, it's like a clown. He's just quiet.
Yeah, same with
you know a lot of these, especially these African prime ministers,
they don't want to step on anybody's toes.
They're like, oh, let me just
ride this out.
Yeah, I'll just eat kenke and just keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like coming out and saying, bro, what you like doing is wrong. Anyone that's doing that. Because at the end of the day, if somebody's bisexual, somebody's gay, somebody's lesbian, whatever they're doing, why should it really affect your life? I don't understand
It's the opposite with the Indian government. Like, he's come out and he's on smoke. Like, he's saying wild shit. Obviously, he's using his religion to be like, yo, this should be the major religion in India.
Yeah.
X, Y, Z.
What's his religion?
He's Hindu, innit? But he's using it as he's not using it the right way. Like, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, that's the main three religions in India and Pakistan, yeah. He's using his religion as almost like, okay, no, this is the race. Yeah. Everyone should go back to this because that's the oldest religion. Like, Muslim religion and Sikh religion are newer than that.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, everyone should be this. In essence, it should all the money should be going here. All the laws should be going here. It should be our kind of thing. And he's almost tried to even sometimes, because the majority of the farming situation is run by the Sikh community. He's even tried to use the Muslim and Sikh historical beef to turn them against each other, and it hasn't even happened. They're just like, you're chatting worse. We stand next to these people. We're not standing against them.
We want our money at the end of the day.
Like, we make money together, innit?
We're standing next to them. He's almost tried to use that as a little, and it didn't work. But at the same time, he's doing.
I never understand. You see these people like when they were children. I always think like these people that were in power when you were kids. Like, what was your thought process? Because I can never see myself being a prime minister or a president. And then,
trying to hate.
No, I'm Christian. I grew up Christian. Yeah. Get away, you. Everyone else.
But yes,
it's actually mad.
It's where they're getting their support from. It's who's supporting them.
Yeah,
the morals and beliefs
of the people they're
backing.
When you see him standing next to Trump, everything makes sense. You're like, you're actually deluded. If that's the guy you're greeting when he's getting off the plane, and that's the guy that you're putting out the red carpet for, I already know who you are.
But you see, Trump was almost like, I honestly believe there's going to be a time before he dies, he's going to come out and say, do you know what? I didn't even want to be president. I just did it just to show the world that this world is stupid. It's a stupid place.
It's a madness.
Because if you took me serious, you lot are absolutely fools. Because that's what happened. And America has got to be the most stupidest. sorry, like not Americans, but America. It's one of the most. It is the most stupidest place on earth.
It's wild.
Like
It's wild.
It's so not real. Like even who gets on my nerves now? And I didn't mind him before, but he really gets on my nerves now. Dr. Umar.
Oh. Dr. Umar.
Just
He
chatting.
said,
He's actually just chatting.
Daniel Kaluuya. He won a Golden Globe in it, yeah, for a film that he did. I ain't seen the film yet.
What's it called?
That's a big
Black-
stuff.
Have you watched the film?
Black
Still.
Messiah. I ain't
Black
seen it.
Messiah,
Yeah.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, I need to watch it. Yeah, Judas and Black.
Good
So
film still.
he won a Golden Globe for that.
How
And
have you not watched it?
I'm going to.
Kevin's a
Bro,
coon. Kevin's a coon.
What do you mean? He's an actor.
I think that's I'm a coon. Bro, there's brother, you watch films in bits. You watch from the back to the front. Don't tell me about. Don't tell me about. I lie, man. Don't tell me.
Kevin doesn't like Black Power.
What we're not gonna do is cuss each other on the pod. I'm gonna leave it. You get what I'm saying? Because when man start, they're gonna say I'm PCing. But anyway, what was I saying? That man's lost my train of thought. But yeah, anyway, he did that film. So Dr. Umar came on. Filmed himself and it was like, well done to Daniel Kaluuya for I think is it named Daniel Kaluuya? Yeah. I want to say sorry if I got the pronunciation wrong, but well done for winning it. But like a black man that can speak.
If you're not Pan-African, then you can't be one of my black heroes.
That wasn't even it. He said a black man that really emphasizes the British accent. It can't be winning a Golden Globe for acting out one of my ancestors. What? He's like a black man that really uses the English and the British accent
from Uganda.
Uganda.
So what? His original accent, he's pissed about it. For where he's from, he's pissed about it.
But say Uganda.
And who he portrayed, he's pissed about it.
The worst thing is, majority of Americans only learned in 2019 that they were from Africa or from the Caribbean.
And then suddenly get triggered, and it's like
before we asked them, where you not from? I'm from America. No, where you from? I'm from LA. No, where you from? I'm from Boston. What?
It's like, have you seen them YouTube videos when you see Americans' reactions to black actors playing Americans and them not knowing that they were British? It's like, you man, like, why are you so ignorant? Like, what the fuck?
It's because you know what it is?
So ignorant.
Because
like,
they're so like. No, I don't want to take anything away from them, but they're so one dimensional. Denzel Washington is a great actor. You've never seen Denzel Washington do a British accent in his life. They wouldn't even picture him.
It's like Will Smith. You've never seen Will Smith not be Will Smith.
Yeah,
you're like, he's Will Smith.
They're so one dimensional.
You know what I mean?
But because America's the home and the land of Hollywood, it's like it's sick. But British actors
full-time 0-0. Most of our culture are gonna be like, sick. But that Gucci boss at the top's gonna be like, well, you're leaving next season because I don't like that. And then it's like, then you play the game. Then you're like, all right, do I keep my culture happy or do I keep my boss happy? Because at the same time, the people at the top don't look like us. So then you got to play the game, and it's music, football,
and that's why. You see, obviously I don't want to talk about Gets because all I do is talk about Gets, but that's why I respect it so much, because so many people like just conform. I get it, everyone's got to make money, but they conform to what's in. And do you know what? I watched Gets interview yesterday with Easy Mills, and he said, bro, do you know the most fulfilling part of my music journey for me is when I make a tune. I've been in that studio from 6 a.m. till 3 a.m. whatever, and I get in my whip and I'm driving home, and the tune that I just made, I play it in the whip and I'm like, whoo, this is cold. He's like, there's a lot of man, because they're making commercial music. When they get in the whip, they have to play my songs, or they have to play the next man's song. And I get it makes money, but at the same time, if this is what you're doing for the rest of your life, bro, you need to enjoy it. Like,
and look what he did. Still sticking to him.
And he should have got the number one.
He should have got number one, but
he should have got number one.
Who got the legend?
Some Woo or something.
Who? Oimbo thing.
But that's what I mean. That's an industry thing. That's a marketing thing. That's where, of course, them man are gonna get number one. But realistically, no. Like, why?
Trust me. And his whole rollout campaign, that's the hardest fire in the booth you're ever going to see.
Oh my God.
The tank in the tank, and then shot the video on the tank.
And you know what pissed me off? Not pissed me off, but kind of annoyed me. It's a bit disrespectful from you. He rang me today and he was like, bro, you know Gets actually went to Dubai. It's not a green screen. I said, what, you dumb? How the man's mind works? Are you going to question that if it's a green screen?
But that's what I mean. Like,
I'm not gonna
you should know better.
I'm not gonna lie, I fully thought that it was a green screen thing, and I thought that.
Like, I even said
big budget still.
No, but that's what I said. I even said to my, because Pa's on that album, me and Pa are close, and I said to him as well, I was like, you don't know how much this means to me. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I know you're from Cov. I was like, but I'm from East London.
A lot of us, bro.
I was just like, you're on a track with a guy that
We grew up
I
on.
consider a legend.
We grew up on.
I know he's not from your ends, but he's from my ends. The next best is like you could either do a tune with Kano, and then I'm just like, oh my days.
Do you know what? I was sitting the other day. I was thinking, there's like, if you think about, obviously when we're talking about sets back in the day, there's not a set that you can play with Gets on that he hasn't been the hardest. It's impossible.
Impossible.
And that's consistency. That like Chip's cold. Don't get it wrong. But Chip's been on sets that if Chip's on a set with Gets, Chip's not the hardest anymore. If Criminal's on a set with Gets, he's not the hardest anymore. Any of them.
Bro, I was looking at him, I was like, bro, you're on an album with like a legend, you know?
Bro, it's different class.
Like, you know the guy that put a shout out 10 billion
Oh yeah, shout out 10, yeah. Be okay. Be okay. Yeah, we know
be
from
okay
ends.
from the ends. H gang, hey no boys, we taking over.
Look at him trying to claim it. Reclaim.
Do you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad?
Hey no for 10 years.
You know what's mad?
Hold on.
You know his whole image, everything's orange. You don't take it in.
He's saying it. It's yours.
You don't take it in.
Look at it.
You know Jabs claim hey Hano for like 10 years.
Jabs claim
What do you mean? I made a
since he's been making drill.
Hey, how about this?
No,
Yeah, he's
for a
famous
minute,
for
for a
Halo
minute, for a
Forest.
minute.
Okay,
No,
go check out Hey Not For It's 50k views on Spotify. Go check it out.
What does that
Yeah,
mean
okay,
though?
that's on the track.
You can make
That's on
us
the track.
listen.
That's on
What
the
the hell?
track.
Listen, there's not many men that have got that many views this year. No cap.
Yeah, I hear
I'm
you.
probably one of the biggest
I hear you.
musicians this year. That's no cap.
Say that.
That's no cap. I don't want to talk too much. The numbers are there.
Say that.
Hey No For It's guys.
But yeah, no, back to your point.
Say that.
It takes courage to be the most authentic version of yourself, especially when you're in the limelight.
And I rate that.
I really like the
Especially
Gets
when
album. When I listen to it,
Wait,
it's
hold
like
on, what?
No, but listen.
I can't stand that. Just act for the cameras.
Oh my days,
No,
listen.
He ain't been saying this, innit?
I hate
He ain't
this
been saying
camera.
this.
Oh
He ain't
my
been saying
days,
this. I know he ain't.
listen to what I'm saying.
Say your
Because I've
piece,
chatted to him on
say
a
your
regular. He ain't been
When I
saying this
listen
shit.
to Gets album,
your piece.
honestly, I don't listen to it that much because I don't have space to listen to it in my day. But when I listen to it, I'm like, I'm proud of you because this is the album that you deserved. You get me? Look at the features. The features are crazy.
Yeah, features.
You know what I'm saying? This is the album that Gets deserved from when he was spitting back in the day on Logan Summer. And I listen to it, I'm like, I'm proud of you because you deserve this. This album is fucking sick in the fact that you deserve it. I don't listen to it that much. I've listened to it like maybe twice. But it's a sick album.
So that means you respect it.
No, because
But you ain't
I have
really listened to
no space
it,
to listen
like-
to it. I'm
And
not
you know
in
what?
the
You know what the worst thing
I'm
is?
not in the gym. I'm not going for jobs.
You know what the worst thing
No,
is?
but
Where can I listen to it?
that's bad. That's poor because
I don't have a
the thing
space to
is, yeah,
sit
if
there
you-
and listen to
No,
an
if you
hour worth of
respect
music.
it, you just literally sit down and listen to
You
it.
go for a drive or something.
But I've listened
Even
to
if you
it.
sit on your sofa and
I've
just
listened
listen
to
to
it.
it.
So where do you listen to most of your music?
When I'm driving, when I'm in the gym, when
So
I'm out and about.
you half
I haven't
listen to
been
it.
out. I
You
haven't
half
been out.
listen to it. You don't. Do you never get a project where you're like, and one of my favorite artists dropped a
planning for
project.
this.
I'm gonna plan for a space of time where I sit down and just listen to
You
it.
man are not taking it in. You have to remember that I take your music different to how you man take
No,
your music.
that's what I'm
you know.
asking you. That's what I'm asking you.
I remember how
Everyone takes it.
everyone takes it.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
takes
that's
your
what I'm
music
asking.
different.
I hear you.
But you have to remember
No,
that
I
I
take
take
out
it in.
time of my day, especially if it's the artist I fuck with.
If
like,
I've
I'm
listened
like,
to a
yo,
whole album, that's respect. I don't listen to full albums.
For me, I listen to it on the way to work, man.
You get me? And see, that's what I'm saying. You got that time to do
Yeah,
that.
for me, it's on
I'm
the way
working
to
from
work.
home. I don't have that time to do that.
On the way to work, I
Sometimes
was taking.
I'll-
But the
I'll
Gets
make that
one,
time.
the Gets one,
needed
me
it,
and
bro.
Kev actually
Yeah,
like
we went
linked
on a
up.
drive, bro.
Went on a drive to
Bruv,
actually take an album.
I sat in my studio, rolled one, sat in the back on the sofa, just run it from the front to the end.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a movie. Like, you can close your eyes and
Just
it's a film.
take it. Just take
It's
it
a
in
good
exactly.
album, most definitely. But I just said I don't have space to listen to it. That's all. It's a sick album.
But
I
you know,
like
is if there was a lot of
autobiography, everything
if there was a
about
lot
it
of
is sick.
like more commercial radio songs on there, Jabs will be banging it because I'm not
think
saying
so?
I feel like because you know your obviously your industry and you've learnt more. But you see, like
Your industry.
you 5 years, Jabs 5 years ago would have said this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. But
No,
because Jabs,
because
let me just talk in it. Obviously, you can go after. This is what my opinion on how I feel like you are. But because you've learnt a bit more about industry and how to get like what sells and what gets numbers, blah blah. You're taking it in from that A&R perspective.
Yeah.
That's how you are, kind of
Business.
because bro, we went to school together, fam. We used to listen to exactly the same music in school.
That was 10 years
No.
ago.
I put you on to rap.
Even in
15
uni,
years
I'll put you on to rap.
I used to
even in uni, you're
Good.
When I bust on this thing, you have to shout out Amadi because he's the first person to ever give me a CD. He gave me 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying CD. I listened to that CD and I said, yo, this is sick.
Brother, I said to him, I was like, listen to this.
I was like,
He
yo,
wouldn't
this
listen
is
to me.
proper.
I was like,
I used to listen to
I
Grime.
was like, listen to rap.
I
was
used
like,
to
you're
listen to
gonna- it's gonna
Grime,
change
and then
you.
he sent this to me. He's like, listen to Get Rich or Die Trying. I fell in love with 50 Cent. I fell in love with rap music, and yeah, we're here.
Shout out you, man. I remember we used to rap in the playground. Me and Jab used to go back to back in the playground. It was cold, fam. It was cold. You see my freestyles? Safe.
Do you remember? I remember his one.
Safe. Alright. Fucking hell.
Hey, I got some dilemmas, you know.
Go on. Oh yeah, so with the dilemmas.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do your little drink game.
I was meant to. I didn't even bring the fucking.
And you man bust out the drink as well. Look.
That's what happens when it's.
This is what happens when you bring Mandem. Don't bring Mandem. When this girl quick, he remembers. Yeah,
Mr. Lines.
Yeah, he knows. He's got
Big Mike.
them, trust me.
You can do your sponsors.
Hey, let me go on.
Let me big up the sponsors. Let me
You
big up the sponsors. Yeah.
When you get to Aging Naturals, I got something for them. Though.
Yeah.
Special. You get me?
Shout out Beauty Hideout, yeah.
Done, no.
For your facials. Get me
New products landed this week.
skincare products and that. You get me? Camera zoom into my tin car. Tree say I ain't got a chin, but yeah, it's probably
the thing looking clean, yeah?
Clean. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously, shout out AG Naturals as well. Kev's got a little something there.
At the moment, AG Naturals, because it's the owner's birthday week, so
CEO.
It's they're doing a little 20 because she's gonna be certain age 26, so there's 26% off. You get me? So go and get your little after you get the first or second one. 26% off. Go and get your little thing.
Hey, listen.
Put in the real group chat. You get a little more discount. Yeah, a little more discount.
Hey, Beauty Hideout. We're dropping a new product. Is a steamer. And we're dropping a lip scrub. And we're dropping a cleanser. You get me? New products. Go and check it out. You can do the facials at your yard by yourself. Pattern the dilemma thing.
Need to do
Like
something.
a song or something.
Need to get someone to record something.
We need an American girl or something to say.
Fuck America. We get that from Uganda.
Uganda. You're silly.
Uganda.
Yeah, that was a good bring back. I like that.
I ain't played this yet, so I don't know what the fuck she said.
Connected to the thing.
Yeah, I'm connected. Are you ready? Yeah.
You can't play something
Engineer,
you haven't
engineer.
played.
Fuck it.
I ain't heard it in it, so
Is it a girl?
She said girl.
She says, Gina, he's a dickhead.
She said that we ran it out.
You see your little friends?
Your little man's a dickhead.
Big friends and you're big friends. Never tell her big friends to shut up.
See what I'm saying?
Are you ready?
Go.
Okay.
So my question is, the date topic is basically on dating trappers. Can a certified lady change a trapper roadman to become a better man for the future?
So play that again.
Yeah, please, please.
So my question is, the date topic is basically on dating trappers. Can a certified lady change a trapper roadman to become a better man for the future?
You wanna go? You said you had something.
No, I just thought it was average question. Of course you can, but if he wants to like fully give up that life, that's down to him. That's nothing to do with you. You can make him a better man, of course you can. But if he wants to give up that shit, then that's completely down to him.
Yeah,
that's nothing to do with you.
You going, man?
No, go on. I was going to say something, but go on.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If somebody don't want to change, they ain't gonna change.
Exactly, it's up to you.
You can do whatever you like. It's not gonna happen. Brother, if the Donny wants to chop and he's making bread, I'm gonna find you a job. Well, your job's not paying half as much as mine is.
It's facts.
To get on your roots and jog on.
I feel like, you know, it's as well, I don't feel like you should go into a situation and
Be trying to change.
trying to change people.
Yeah,
like
facts.
you knew what the person came into the situation being. So don't come and now say, oh well, I knew you was doing this, but now I want you to change. Well, then you shouldn't have signed up for this in the first place.
That's
If
when
you
you're
didn't like
owning
that
when you're
bag,
owning that Hermes
fuck off,
bag.
you get me?
You're owning that little urchin
That's what
thing.
I'm saying, 'cause
You know,
And you still want my man to change.
Because when we got another call, you're not paying for shit,
no
bro.
more.
You get me? You're not paying for
when the
nothing,
congestion
bro.
charge 15 boys comes in, you're not paying for that. Congestion charge pricey again.
That's pricey.
Like, you're not
Next
there,
extended
like,
as
man.
well.
All of that, yeah. I feel like you can't go into a situation. Like, yeah, you can make him a
That's
better
a shit
person.
one, you know.
You can make, like, he can still trap and be a better person. Do you get?
She knew the answer to that question.
But
She
to
just,
think you're gonna change him completely and quit trapping, you're stupid.
Stay with the F boys though. The drug boys. If they got to go out and if there's no young boys about to shot the weed, they got to do it, so they might get touched. The F words, they're in their house. I'll be honest.
Mad? Everyone says, like, I see girls saying that F words are like bare stingy though.
Oh, I like, man.
They're like, oh, but
Oh, babe, I want some Gucci there. Let me niche that for you. Let me niche that for you quickly. Talk to the hackers. You know what I'm saying? I remember in uni, the man used to have the hackers there. Quickly. Some Chinese brother used to. Yeah, I don't want to say it too much anyway. But yeah.
Yo, I had a few of them when I worked in luxury industry as well. Yeah, they're active. Them man are active.
When they want to
Bro,
try
we're
to buy
working side by side by them, and they'll come in next day like, I just put it in your locker. I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
They'll bust you.
Oh, especially if you're
allegedly.
If you're in,
Yeah, this is all it's conspiracy.
Start getting too excited there, bro.
if you're in the industry as well, yeah, and they, you get to know them as well. Bro, get me that.
Yeah, this is what somebody told you, right? You don't.
Allegedly.
Yeah, it's not a personal thing. Yeah.
Allegedly. I got a next one.
Yeah, go on.
Allegedly.
I hate that culture, that allegedly culture.
Fam,
It's how you own it, you
that shit
don't.
will not get you in jail, bro.
Nigga.
You need to allegedly your
People
way.
gone jail for less.
Fam, no cap.
Yeah, go on. What's the dilemma?
I accidentally got Aki from my boy's girl. We were both drunk. Do I tell my boy what happened and risk our friendship, or do I keep it moving?
No, you can tell
Hey,
him.
she's 3 months pregnant.
No, wait. He said he got brain on accident, but she's pregnant again.
Wait. Let me do that again.
So two accidents.
Wait,
So who's she pregnant for? The boyfriend or the friend?
Wait, go on, listen.
Because he might be missing out. But if he said he got brain,
Wait. I need to
It was just brain, and then apparently
Engineer even got up.
we gonna post this on the We gonna get this motherfucking views.
Straight on the radio,
This
nigga.
shit is fucked.
Straight on the radio, nigga.
make sure it's on jabs.
Okay. I accidentally got Aki and fucked. Wait. This is a mad dilemma. I accidentally got Aki and fucked from my boy's girl. We were both drunk. Do I tell my boy what happened and risk our friendship, or do I keep it moving? She's 3 months pregnant.
So hold on, wait.
No.
So did he chop it?
What?
Yeah, he said
And fucked.
and fucked.
I got Aki
He
and
chopped
fucked
it. Yeah.
from my boy's girl. We were both drunk.
How can you
Do I
accidentally?
tell my boy what happened and risk our friendship,
Of course
or do
you
I
do.
keep it
No,
moving?
you tell him. You tell him the truth. You fucked up. You own it.
But wait.
If he tells him the truth, yeah, it's on site. So you just got to duck. You just
But
leave
wait.
the friendship.
No.
But wait.
No,
What
it's
on
kind
site.
of?
But
what-
that's not a friend.
What
That's not a
level?
friend. That's not a friend. But you got to tell
friend.
him the truth.
That's
But
not
what
a fucking
level?
friend.
What level of boy is it? I
Yeah,
can't
that's
lie.
what-
Okay, one at a time.
Emma, you're on
go
the guest, so you go
No.
first.
Bro, that's not a friend. But then it goes back to what you just said. It's like, yo, what level of mandem is it? Like, man said, my boy, is
So
it
it
just
depends.
someone you just kind of know? Or
So
is
if he's close,
you gotta tell him, bro. That's his missus. Are you mad?
and then if he's not close,
Oh, you hold that one, man.
right here.
If he's not a boy, what do you mean?
Right here, in the chest.
If he's
Hold
not
it,
your,
yeah.
I can't lie. If he's not my boy, I don't
Oh,
owe
yeah,
him
you can't.
shit. Listen, if he's not my boy, I don't owe him fuck all. Simple as. But if he's my boy, if he's one of my guys,
man said
I'm
that's
telling
his
him,
boy,
bro.
and he said accidentally.
Yeah,
He tried to
that's mad.
cover his.
Hey, go on, Mike,
He tried
what
to
you
cover
saying?
his tracks
Bro,
by saying
I'm not
accidentally.
gonna lie. Obviously, I can't see myself in that situation. But if it happened, I'm telling my boy straight away. I
Yeah.
pretend.
so what are you telling him the night after or while you're doing it or what?
Man said, while you're doing
Let me just send. Let me send a picture. And,
So how you
So,
gonna
yo,
tell
by the
your
way,
boy?
I'm
Okay, you know how I'm gonna put it. You know how I'm gonna put it. I'll be real. This is how I'm gonna put it. Yeah, honestly, yeah. So if I ever chop any man's girl, just
I walk off for my man. That's not even funny.
Yo, that's
even laugh at it. That's not funny.
No.
I'm about to lock off the pod.
Grab the ball. Hey, grab the ball.
no. On the reals, it's the thing where I'm saying like. Obviously, I thought your girl was active, so I just tested her to see if she was active.
You got an alibi. Yo, fuck, yo.
Do you know how many fights we've been in because Michael's mean to people's girls? This man said I fought.
Shut up.
I was testing it.
I thought your girl was acting. I was just testing it.
Like it was the vaccine.
I was trying to prove that she wasn't for you, and
That's all.
clearly,
I just saw a guy that has a Rabona to take a pen because he thought the keeper was shit. I thought he
I
was
was
shit.
testing it.
I just tested it.
Bro, like it was COVID vaccine. I was
but
testing it.
obviously,
Yeah.
I was trying to prove to you that your girl wasn't right for you. And it clearly shows. She let man chop and get brain, and I like,
Like, chop and get brain.
like obviously, brother, she's pregnant.
the wrong way.
If she's pregnant, brother, what? She would let me slap it bareback. That's fucking sad. That's fucking sad. What?
You need to leave her.
I gave her the full test, and she failed all of them.
I'll be real. First of all, it depends on the level of boy. If it's not like my bro, like my guy, I can't lie. Works if it running, works is gonna keep running until.
Are you trying to bang him though?
Huh? What do you mean?
If he told you this, are you trying to bang him?
If he tells me what?
This is the same if it's you.
No, so if it's my boy, like let's say it's one of you, man, and you man said to
Obviously, I
me,
expect you to try and.
I can't lie, I'm not gonna punch you, man, up. But a part of me is gonna be like, like I can't really. We're not the same again. It's not the same again. And obviously, I have to drop her out because it's like, baby, what?
Okay, so it's one of the man. Are we still in the podcast or what?
It's one of you, man. Yeah. I'm coming on the pod and I'm saying some wrecking. Saying some wrecking live on air. And I'm ducking that. No, but if it's a guy that if it's a guy that I just know from around the way. It depends what how the chop is.
You got right off still.
It depends how the chop is. I'm carrying on.
If you go back for seconds, you're fucked.
It's all entertainment. What do you reckon?
If I'm chopping the youth girl and the chopping.
You say? That's what I'm fucked up.